Okay, so this is the Abbott Plum 5000. I'll just do a quick overview of how the Plum works. To get the Plum started, you simply take your primed line, put the cassette in the slotted area, and shut your door. Once the door is shut, the pump starts up. It will initially go through a self-testing period, and then if everything's okay, it's ready for setup. Just make sure that you have at least one of your lines unclamped, otherwise you're going to get an immediate proximal occlusion alarm, which then you just have to hit reset. If it continues to alarm, I just hit reset and open up the door again and start fresh. Okay, so we're at the point now, it's asking us if we want to save settings. I don't, I want to start fresh, so I'm going to hit no to that. If you did want to save your settings, you just hit yes, and then you actually can review what the settings are and then put start. So I'm starting over, so the rate is at 0 mils an hour. You just use your arrow buttons. I'll bring it up. I'm going to run it, my primary at 100 mils an hour. And if you can either go slowly by pushing individually, or you can hold it down and it will quickly scroll up. So I've got my 100, I press enter. My dose limit, I only want 50 mils of my primary to go through. So I hit enter. Do I want to set the secondary set? Yes, I do. I've got my secondary all ready to go. It's in the blue slot here. Okay, so I hit yes to that. Do I want a concurrent delivery, which simply means do I want the primary and the secondary to run at the same time? In this case, I don't. If I said yes to that, it's just going to bring the two up on the screen together, and you set the dose and the dose limit, or the rate and the dose limit at the same time for each. And secondary rate, I'm going to set the secondary rate at 150. Slowly go up so that I don't go by it again, and enter. Okay, my dose limit, I have a 50 ml bag there. Okay, enter. It wants to know if I want to be called back when the secondary dose is done. So that means it'll continue going, but it's going to start beeping as soon as my 50 mils is done. I'm going to say no to that. It wants to know if I want to deliver the secondary overfill, which I don't. I've got my 50 mils entered in, and that's what I want delivered. So in this case, when the secondary is done, the primary will take over, deliver that 50 mils, and then the pump will start to alarm. So I'm ready to go. I hit start. Okay, a couple other features I want to show you is the review feature. You don't have to stop the pump to review. I can just simply hit review. It's going to go through everything. My final review item is my pressure. So you can see here my PSI is 1.1 and the dose, or the pressure limit, is set at 6. Okay, if I wanted to change that pressure limit, you simply hit reset and the review change button, and it's going to say press yes to change settings. So I'm going to press yes. Do I want to change primary? No. Secondary? No. But I do want to set the pressure limit, so I hit yes, and I want to bring it down a bit to 4.0. Okay, hit enter. Retain pressure of 4.0 limit. Yes. Okay, now it's complete. So I'm going to hit start again. Okay. As it's pumping, I notice that we have some air in our secondary line. So in that case, I can back prime some of my primary liquid into my secondary, as they are compatible. And I just have to open up this secondary line, the primary, and press reset and enter and hold them at the same time. And it starts to pump up. You can see that it's actually keeping track of how many mils are required to fill that line. Okay, and then I'm ready to go again and hit start. Okay, the last feature I want to show you is just clearing the volumes, which a lot of places have you clear the volumes every 2 hours, as well as writing down what your pressure, your PSI level is at. So to hit clear, you simply reset clear. Okay, clear total volume of 3 mils. Yes. And then we start fresh again. This pump's nice in the fact that it has most of the instructions written right on the side if you have any problem. And that's it.